Hey guys, Riley here. Today I'm super excited because I'm going to be reviewing the first entry point into my line of e-bikes and scooters. This behind me here is the Synergy Ride, so hopefully you guys enjoy. So the Synergy Ride is a 350 watt hub motor e-scooter. It's got about a 30 kilometer per hour top speed and roughly a 30 kilometer range depending on rider weight. And as I mentioned, this is really the entry point into the Synergy scooter and bike line. They retail for $1,000. I'm gonna have them priced for $899 on my website. But let's get into the overview here. We'll start at the top and work our way down. So as you can see, we've got a nice simple display here. Simple power, turn it on. This is your speedometer here. This is your charge indicator. Green's good, yellow's iffy, red, time to go home. You've got 3 different drive modes, 1, 2, and 3. 1 is gonna be kind of a learner if you're not used to scooters or for kids, that kind of thing. 2 is gonna be intermediate, and I'll be honest, I just ride around on 3 all the time. You've got a finger throttle. They are kick to start. So when they're sitting still like this, if you bump the throttle, nothing's gonna happen. On the other side here, you can see we've got an on-off switch. That is for your head and tail lights. You've also got a nice little horn button. I haven't had a chance to try this out at night yet, but I have no doubt in my mind that that is more than enough light for a scooter. You've also got a tail light at the back so everybody can see you. And super important, you've got brake lights as well so that people know when you're slowing down. Coming down the stem here, you can see we've got 3 preset adjustable positions for the stem height. You can also adjust it in between with this here, but this gives it a lot more solid feel. Up front, again, we've got the headlight. You do have front suspension. There's no shock, it's just springs, but honestly, it's perfect for this size of scooter. You can see we have a folding mechanism. I'll show you how compact this gets in a moment. And we do have a pneumatic front tire that you're supposed to run at 30 PSI. Also super important, we've got a front fender for if the road's a little bit damp. We've got a nice grippy surface to stand on. I find for me, this is a nice size deck. It would be nice to have a bigger one, but again, this is just your entry level. We do have bigger scooters that I'll be reviewing soon. Your charge port is right here. And coming around the back, you can see we've got mechanical brakes, which you do have to adjust from time to time, which is just fine. And actually a solid rear tire on the hub motor, which is 350 watts. One of my favorite things, other than the price of the Synergy Ride, is how compact it can get. You can fold this up and it's super light to carry around. I'll show you here what that looks like. Handlebars fold down, stem collapses, and then finally, the whole thing folds on itself and can be carried from the stem. Here's a really quick ride test here, guys. I'm not gonna do a full top speed run or anything like that, but just to give you an idea of how quiet they are and size. So because this is a 350 watt scooter, we're just gonna start on level 3. Levels 1 and 2 would really be for like younger kids and that kind of stuff. But here's how it goes. So now that we've gone over all of the specs of the Synergy Ride, I want to talk about who I think this is for. I think there are kind of 2 main use cases. The first one for this would be a really cost-effective commuter. If you have a short distance to go on fairly smooth surfaces, this is the perfect way to do it, especially if you're limited on space once you get where you're going or at your house or apartment. Obviously, it does have, limited abilities on rough surfaces, having a fairly small tire size and no rear suspension, but that's why we've got some of the bigger scooters. The second use case, it's a perfect like neighborhood runaround or kind of driveway thing for someone who wants a scooter, like maybe a younger kid or something like that, but wants something a little higher quality than, like a Razor or some other generic brand of scooter. Overall, I think these are a great entry point into the scooter marketplace. And although they're a little bit small, I think they do work perfectly well for someone who's a little bit taller. As long as you're not over maybe, 180 pounds or so, then this would start to feel kind of sluggish. Or if you're having to deal with a lot of really large hills. I do have these in stock on my website right now. You can check that out down below, murphybikes.ca. As always, guys, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.